easy with a K instead of a C. This is a rerun. You know what I mean? Eagles. It's my team. You know, I had to quit that last game, man. I got to go back to my last game.
We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
Hurts throwing right away. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
For the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins, and that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for the Eagles' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender,
y'all see that, chat? Y'all said that was user catch. That was me. That was me. All me.
But it's a lot to ask for these defenders
No,
to
we
stay
out.
plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hurts going to take this himself.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Brian Asamoah
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now, during that run, an injury here. He's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. And
his throw here's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're
working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Cook again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Cook up the gut. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Cousins now from the 50. Complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. To the opposite.
Let's see that pop I gave him. Pop the mess out of him. Look at that. Get out of here. Be gone.
That's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 4 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action now, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And complete, right side to Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, it's Cook. Ooh, with a juke. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play fake, Cousins. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Eagles have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
But first down, Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Cousins. And a completion to Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Steps away, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Cousins' throw here going to be caught by... And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Again, it's Cousins. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal. From the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Cousins.
That's complete. It's Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Cousins to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. One last shot now for Cousins. This to possibly force OT.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys,
Slayer.
do this, and this.
That's the end of that, man. Like, comment, subscribe. It's boy crazy with a K. You already know. Thank you for the live support.
Believe you move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take